welcome back to Joanne's Bath & Body. My name is Joanne and I'm the owner and creator here. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. If you're new to my channel and you're here for the first time, why not hang out with me for a while by clicking the subscribe button for more Bath & Body product videos. If you click the bell when it appears, YouTube should notify you when I upload a new video, depending on the option you choose in the drop-down menu. If you're interested in following me on social media, you'll find all the links in the description box below. In today's video, I'm going to be remaking Sweet Honey Soap. This is actually a remake of one of my personal favorite fragrances in my shop that I try to keep in stock all year round. I love how soft and sweet this fragrance is. It is very rich and creamy. And I love it. So come on, let's get soaping.
All right, so we got our safety gear on, gloves. I'll grab a spatula. We've got our hard oils in the bucket. And I know there's a couple pieces of shea butter that didn't quite melt down. You know, you don't want to get your shea butter too hot. It gets a little grainy. But the process that we're going to use today to make this sweet honey soap, it's a remake of a customer favorite, well, several customers' favorites. So I'm going to add my cold or liquid at room temperature oils to my heated oils. Okay, we're going to do a good scrape of this container. Doesn't have to be perfect this time around to scrape the container because I am going to reuse it for part of the batch. All right, let's get it off of the outside. There we go. Yeah, sweet honey, I was surprised. First of all, I was surprised at the fragrance when I first got it. It's from Brambleberry and it's actually called Pure Honey. I really like the way this smells. It is one of my favorites. You'll find this in my shower quite often. Although I am not my best customer of this. I usually just use the end pieces or what we call ugly soap. Okay, so, and I do see, as you can see, there's still a couple pieces of shea butter that didn't quite melt all the way down, but shea butter is pretty soft. So when I do these next two things, it'll continue to melt and it'll get incorporated in here. So what I've just added is my powdered coconut milk, organic, Kaolin Clay, and Colloidal Oatmeal. And before I even add the lye solution, I'm gonna zhuzh this up, technical term. Okay, and I'm going to make this as smooth as possible before I even add the lye solution. I can mix it for as long as I like at this stage because I won't be affecting the trace. I want to make sure I don't have any lumps, but I'm going to have another opportunity before I add my lye solution just to make sure that it's as smooth as can be. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of our cocoa brown mica from Micas and More, Steph's Micas and More. We're going to add all of that into the oils before we even add the lye solution. The reason for that is that this is basically just going to be a one color soap. However, we are going to split some of it off, mix it with white, and that will be our accent color, is the lighter brown. All right, so there's all of our color added. Just get it off the spatula down here where it'll get mixed in. Okay. There we go. So let's give this a zhuzh as well. See that beautiful brown color. we've got all of our additives all mixed in. So now it's time to add the lye solution. I probably should have just left that underneath so that when I do add the lye solution, I don't incorporate a whole lot of bubbles. Okay, so here's our lye solution. We're just going to add that right in. Okay. And here we have sodium hydroxide as well as some natural sea salt. Sea salt helps make the bar harder, and a harder bar lasts longer. Okay, so I'm just going to go still have to add the fragrance to this, but I'm going to add the fragrance to the individual pots. I'm not going to fragrance the whole batch all at once. So that's splitting a little bit, which means it could use a good swish with the stick blender just to make sure that we're fully emulsified. To take our little container here that we had for the soft oils. Let's put just a little bit in there. Let's see. That looks to be about right. Okay. And now for two things. First thing, going to add some titanium dioxide mixed in water, and I mixed up a big batch of it a little while ago since I am making more than one batch of soap tonight. Okay, and to that I'm also going to add some of the pure honey fragrance oil from Brambleberry. Okay, now I'm already at a light trace. I don't want to go too much more than that, but the titanium dioxide in here isn't going to mix in well if we don't stick blend this. Okay, so pound that a little bit. You can see we're at a light trace here, so let's swap this out. Set that aside. We're going to add the rest of our fragrance oil to the larger batch. This will be our base color. Okay. Give it a stir. I think I'm just going to stir this because the stick blender seems to be adding a lot of air. Okay, and yeah, we're at a light trace. Okay, so let's just stir the rest of this in. Make sure that we've got everything off the sides. There we go. I'm just going to give this a stir. You can see the air bubbles coming to the surface. Nice gentle stir. All right. Oh, I love this pure honey fragrance oil from Brambleberry. It's amazing. Now, sweet honey is what I call the soap. And this fragrance just stays wonderful throughout the entire cure. So let's put this off to the side. And let's do the same thing to our lighter container here. Just to stir out some of those bubbles. Make sure there's nothing on the edges, nothing on the sides. We want it all to be in there. Okay. All right, and I have my chopstick ready, and I need to get my owl ready. If I have any extra batter, which I almost always do, I like to put it in these little silicone molds here. Makes this beautiful little owl shape. And it's the perfect perfect size for a sample. All right, so let's get a base of this darker brown in here. All right. Now I'm just going to pour just up and back a couple times in a thin stream, because I'm going to go back in with a chopstick at the end and give it a swirl. Okay, and then thicker with the darker color. Okay. And then some of the lighter color. There we go. We're going to go there and back. And a couple times with the lighter color, and drop it right into that darker brown. Have it drag down in there. It makes a beautiful swirl. Okay, now I think before I pour the next row of brown, I'm going to tap this down. You can see some of the air bubbles coming to the surface, and I'm going to get my owl full. There we go. Some lucky person's going to have this as a sample in one of their orders. And it will cure out pretty much the same time as the rest of this soap does. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. There we go. All right, let's get the rest of this in here. I'm going to pour the majority of the darker brown in now. There we go. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. I love it. Okay, and let's give this a scrape and a stir. Okay, and we'll add this to the top. I'm pouring from way up high. And now I'm probably right in your face. I only want to save just a little bit of this for the top, for the decoration on the top. Okay, well, that looks like it'll be just about enough. There we go. Just getting it all together. Yeah, I think that'll be just enough. Give it another pound. And I'm going to grab my chopstick here. And I'm going to come in here. Probably going to be an odd angle for you. Hopefully you can see this, but I'm going to go down the middle and I'm going to do vertical figure eights with my chopstick. There we go. That should take that drop swirl in there and make it a very fine swirl. Then I'm going to take this down the middle and I'm going to do it again, up and around. I want the swirl to be subtle. I don't mind if the color mixes. There we go. Okay. All right, and now we can finish up. Excuse me. So the majority of the color on the top is going to be the dark color. Do I have you centered? Pretty much. It's going to be the dark color. So we'll scrape out our container. Scrapey, scrapey, as Katie from Royalty Soap says. And we're going to send this right down the side. Now I'm going to try something that I've not done before. Sorry, it's probably right in your face. I've got to get all the way to the end. I'm going to try something that I saw Tiggy do on Future Primitive Soaps. She does this really cool swoopy thing. And I'm sure there's a technical term for it, but swoopy thing is what you're going to get. And I have never tried it. I love the way it looks. She's got it perfected. I'm going to try it, but I probably won't get it as nice as hers. But I'm gonna try it anyways. Okay. And then, in a very thin line on top of that, I'm just gonna go right over top with some of this lighter brown here. Okay, right over the top of that. I think I saved just exactly enough once I scrape everything. Okay, we'll get this down here. Okay. Oh, here comes the bravery test. I haven't even practiced this. I've not tried it before. And if it ends up not looking right, then I'll just take my chopstick and make figure eights. Okay. I'm nervous. I really am nervous. So she takes it down the side and then swoops it over. Down the side, swoops it over. Down the side, swoops it over. Yep, I'm going to keep saying it. Down the side, swoop it over. Okay, okay. I don't hate it. Down the side, swoop it over. You can't see it, but my head is also making that same motion. Okay, down the side, swoop it over. Maybe I'm going too slow. Oh, that one turned out nice. There we go. Yep, you gotta move your head at the same time that you do the rest of it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna come back to here and I'm just gonna even it out, although, you know, I really do need to just leave it alone. Okay, but we're still gonna try and even it out. All right. Grab my paper towel and I'll just use my little swoopy spoon here to clean the edges. Let's just do this. That'll work. There we go. So we're gonna let this sit for 12 to 18 hours. And then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll cut into this and see what it looks like on the inside. Cutting is my favorite part because it's like opening a present. I think I'm gonna bang this down a little more just to even it out. There we go. And I also think a honey soap really should have some glitter on it. So we're gonna take our gold mica. I think this is from Brambleberry. I think. Okay, we're gonna spritz the top with some rubbing alcohol just to give the mica something to stick to and to prevent soda ash from forming. And then we're gonna give this a quick little squirt with this puffer here. All right, I like it. It's not as pretty as what Tiggy would do, but considering that's my first time doing it, I'm actually kind of impressed. All right,
It's
I'll
been
see
about
you in a
24
moment.
hours
Bye.
since sweet honey went into the mold and was set aside to cure for the night or harden up for the night. So let's get cutting. All right, this is gonna look a little different than the original sweet honey. If you remember, I tried to do the swoopy thing on top like what Tiggy does on future Prim soaps, but didn't do a great job at it, but I think it was pretty good for my first try. I think it'll look even better on the individual bars than it does on the loaf as a whole. All right, let's cut the end piece off of this and see what we've got inside. Ready? Ta-da! Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. All right, let's set the ugly piece aside.
ugly pieces are the end pieces, and you'll find on the website in our store that we do sell ugly soap samplers. You've just seen the ugly. So now we'll go on and cut into this. Let's clean our wire. All right, and let's see what else we've got inside here. Oh, that's pretty cool the way that turned out. Okay, so I'm cutting these bars a little bit bigger than I used to. So instead of being 1-inch slices of bars, I'm cutting them at 1 1/4. All right. Whoa. Cool. Very cool. It smells just absolutely wonderful. Brambleberry makes pure honey. That's the name of the fragrance oil, is pure honey. See how it gets a little darker in here? Very cool. Smells amazing. This is one of my most favorite fragrances. We do keep sweet honey in stock year-round, or we remake it year-round. Okay, put you right up to the line there. I have cheater marks. I'm not sure if you can see the pink lines on my cutting board here. That way I get consistent cuts every single time. All right, let's see what the next piece looks like. Whoa. Nice. Smells so good. And if you recall, we dusted the top. I'm not quite sure if the light's too bright on this. We dusted the top with some gold mica, so it's got a little bit of a gold shimmer on there. All right. Next, let's clean the wire. We don't want drag marks. Okay. Nice. Every cut is different. See, the swirls are different. Nice. Got a little bit of an air pocket right here. There we go. Close that up and we are good to go. All right. Let's see what else we get in here. So sweet honey is currently out of stock on the website joannesbathandbody.com. These will be available on our February 1st, 2021 release. That'll be our first release of the new year. Cool. I'm probably going to say that at every single cut, just so you know. Cutting into the soap is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, let's see what else we got. But yeah, we're doing a limited restock of quite a few soaps on February 1st. There we go. Nice. These will be completely cured and ready to go by then. Though the video will come out a little bit earlier than that. Oh, look at that big old teardrop right there. Upside down teardrop. And look, do you see a heart? I see a heart right here. Right there. Nice. Okay. All right, I think we can get one more nice big bar out of here. Yeah. There we go. So there's the front of the bar, and there's the back. All right, and here's the sample soap that goes with that. This is our owl that goes with this set. Some lucky person will get this in their order. Okay, so we have an owl. Will that sit there? Oh, it will. There we go. So this has been the cutting of sweet honey.
And there you have it, the remake of Sweet Honey Soap. You can find this soap, along with many other customer favorites, on my website, joannesbathandbody.com. I try to keep this in stock year-round, but we do have a very limited supply. The next release of this and a few other goodies will be on Monday, February 1st, 2021 at 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. When you do, it helps YouTube to notice me and helps my channel to grow. Also, why not leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite Joanne's Bath & Body product is. You just might get to see how it's made in a future video. Until next time, stay healthy, be happy, and take care of yourself. Bye!